Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bring It On. I raided the fight against Horzala off camera and kept Greybor alive. We read this dialogue last time, but I'm going to read it again to give it a more natural flow. Horzala's curled up on the ground in anguish. She slams her fist down angrily. This isn't how it was supposed to end. Why? Why are you so strong, mortal? Shorty, you little worm. You betrayed me. If you'd done what I asked, I'd have given you everything you've ever wanted. I value my reputation more than anything you could offer me. You can rant and rave as much as you want, but you're not going to change my mind. Greybor turns to you and gives you a businesslike nod. Well done, Commander. I admit, I was worried that you would deviate from our plan to reveal your full strength. We needed Horzala to believe that victory was within her grasp, so that she would reveal herself. And your little spectacle was quite convincing. Greybor, why don't you tell Horzala how we outwitted her? Greybor speaks slowly and deliberately as he fills his pipe. You see, Horzala, you made 3 mistakes. Your first mistake was sending your agent Indrezen to me to give me the assignment to bring the commander's head, instead of summoning me to Lucianira. In doing so, you made it clear to me that you have people in Dresden, and that some of them might be a part of the commander's inner circle. Therefore, the commander and I kept this plan a closely guarded secret. We didn't want you to find out about it. As for your second mistake, you underestimated just how much I value my reputation. Under different circumstances, I'd have gladly taken this assignment, but I'm not going to tarnish my good name. When the commander and I were on the way here, we had plenty of time to discuss the details of our plan. I pretended to carry out the assignment, and the commander would pretend that he was trapped. We knew you could not resist the opportunity to savor your triumph personally. I just had to play my part convincingly when I helped to set up the ambush, and the commander had to fight at half strength, so he wouldn't immediately destroy your lackeys. And you fell for it. You threw caution to the wind, and revealed your presence. Remember I said you'd made 3 mistakes? Your third mistake was turning your back on this shorty. Kill Horzala. You should have come after me. Horzala writhes on the ground, howls hysterically. I hate you. Oh, how I hate you all. I think we're done here. One of these nights, we should meet up at the tavern to celebrate. Drinks are on me. Let's do it once around the area, make sure there's no loot laying around. Not worried about the bodies, we can grab that loot when we leave. I do wonder if it's worth coming back here with someone with a high perception, just to be safe. That'd be something I do off camera.
Follow my lead.
Alright, I don't see anything. Back to Dresden. We'll go back to the Citadel, rest up, and go speak to Greybor. But first we'll take care of this. Don't let them come to me. I don't need a break formation to attack them. Though I could. Alright, I'm not going to waste any more of my general's energy. We're just going to lay into him with all my units. And slowly but surely take him out. The Crusaders are not the only ones fighting against the World Wound. After searching the encampment, the soldiers concluded that it was set up by a group of mammoth lords that consisted of the representatives of different clans. They wandered too deep into the demon's territory, got ambushed, and made a defensive stand. The demonic plague claimed them one by one. This one looks a little intimidating. And it has a general, so let's do this. Alright, see what we can do. Could take at that unit if I wanted to. I don't think I need to risk it. The fireball would take care of most of this stuff for me. So yeah, we'll just hold off for here, or for now. So the fireball is better spent back here, I think. Well, maybe not, because the Grimoires are immune to it. Take care of the cultists. Okay, that's not worth it. Not at all. That's also getting really annoying. Let's go and heal them up and finish off the Grimoires, hopefully. Super close. There we go. Definitely not a smooth fight, but a success nonetheless. Being a level 11 army doesn't seem very tough. I think we can handle it. Maybe I should have looped around and done the 2 level 7 armies first, and then come back down here. I mean, I think we'll be okay. I don't even know what I'm up against. Witches, barbarians, and blood ragers, and only the barbarians are left. Okay. That wasn't too bad. It's not over yet. Alright, now they're just not a threat. The soldiers have wiped out a gang of wild and bloodthirsty Kelids, descendants of Sarkorians who bent their knees before the demons. Their chief, a vicious witch in bloodstained clothes, died clasping her most precious relic. I don't know what it is yet, but we leveled up! Alright, magical channeling. The general has a plus 5% bonus to energy recovery per level of this feat. And divine magic. General casts spells with a divine descriptor as if he has a plus 5 bonus to power per level of this feat. I'm gonna go for sustain. General sustain, not healing sustain. That makes one of them basically a non-threat. All right. I mean, dump the plaid corpses in a heap. The Crusaders pour oil on them generously and set them ablaze. The huge bonfire burns bright and strong, as all the warriors burst into triumphant cries of victory. Courage fills the souls of the Crusaders. Sweet. Alright, let's go up here and take care of the last army on the next turn. We have business in Dresden. Let's rest up. Rest, check our decrees, check the items that we got. You were right when you said the starry sky was mesmerizing. It's like you're seeing myriad worlds at once. To read that as wonders. If only somebody had found a way to sail across the night sky in a boat, from one star to another.
As it should be.
Alright, nothing new here. We talk to Greybor and wrap up his quest.
Is that the commander who entered the lair of assassins unafraid, wreaking havoc and personally murdering everyone in sight? Why, yes, I think it is him. Well, beer is on me today, just like I promised.
Greybor meets you loudly, puffing on his pipe as usual. Or greets, I said meets. Same thing. Can I expect more attempts on my life?
Sure, of course, but he no longer has weapons like Horsala's Assassin's Guild at his command. And the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth are no match for them. I don't think you need to be wary of any more attacks.
Alright, so the loading screen cut off. Baphomet won't stop there. Have you ever been tempted to betray me?
Well, maybe a little, perhaps. But I never violate the terms of my contracts. Justice, villainy, loyalty, treachery. All these words carry no meaning for me anymore. But my reputation. For that, I will put my life on the line.
The dwarf smirks. You've proven that you always keep your word. Your reputation is well deserved.
Did you ever have any doubts about me, Commander?
Greybor looks flattered as he exhales a huge cloud of tobacco smoke. Thank you for remaining loyal to me.
It's not about loyalty. It's just business, and... But perhaps you are right about that. I like you. I rarely say that to people, and almost never to my employers. But here we are.
The dwarf cuts off abruptly and goes silent for a while. He puffs on his pipe, lost in thought. Finally, he speaks.
I enjoy traveling with you, and I would have felt regret if you had died. Apparently our adventures together have made me overly sentimental.
Have you ever thought about what you're going to do when this war is over?
They say that the Assassin's Guild of Evolutionira, of which I pride myself of being a member, has recently lost its leader. I, on the other hand, have been honing my demon-slaying skills to perfection over the past few months. When this whole thing with the world wound is over, I'll return there and try to become one of the aristocrats of Evolutionira. That is what they call themselves, if I remember correctly.
The dwarf stretches out lazily and answers in a wistful voice.
I will reside there in luxury, bathe in the gossip about my notorious misdeeds, and take assignments from the Crusaders at a hefty discount. If the demons are trying to occupy our Galarian, why shouldn't we mortals repay them by occupying a part of their realm?
Well, just know that I think highly of you.
Same goes for you. I never regretted getting involved with you, even though the whole thing seemed like a utter failure at times.
Greybor narrows his eyes and gives a thin smile. Have you ever thought about quitting the assassination business?
Now? Quite the opposite. My career is booming at present. First, I have an opportunity to work with you and participate in a truly fascinating adventure which is going to lift my reputation to new heights. Second, I've just joined a very formidable Assassin's Guild. There is a lot more for me to achieve as a professional, and I will only start thinking about retirement and the peaceful life of a commoner when I'm past my prime.
The dwarf looks at you in surprise.
Anyway, fortune doesn't favor those who think too much about tomorrow instead of living in the present. Right now, I'm fighting the world wound under your command. As for what happens next, we'll just have to see.
You have a daughter.
Yes, my little Mora. Do you think she would want to see me again after all these years? What would she think of me if I told her how I'd been earning my bread all this time? That I left her to do this kind of work? I'm afraid to hear the answers. I only hope that she will be able to forgive me if I ever get the chance to see her again.
Greybor is silent for a long time, and then frowns. After we win the war, I think you should retire and go find your family.
Maybe you are right. Every road eventually comes to an end, and I've been treading this path for quite a long time. Fine. Let us have one more go at defeating some indomitable evil. And then I'll go into retirement.
Greybor smirks for a moment, but he can't hide the sadness that creeps into the cocky bravado of his words. Is he sad thinking about retirement? Or is he sad thinking about going home to his family because they might not be very welcoming? I'm glad we had this talk.
You know, Commander. You know, I've always thought that I was a loner by nature. I don't like people. I don't give a damn about them. They don't give a damn about me. And that's how it's always been since I met you. But you are an exception to all the rules. It is completely wrong for a hired blade to have any kind of personal affection for a client. But I do. Whatever lies ahead, I will never regret going on that dragon hunting mission with you.
Greybor trails off and looks down. Then he raises his head, looks at you steadily.
Surprised to hear such words from an assassin, Commander.
Greybor's face is bright red. He smooths down his beard, takes a long draw from his pipe, and gives a deep sigh as he exhales a thick cloud of smoke. Finally, he regains his composure and continues on in a more normal tone. I have nothing else to say.
In that case, let this story become a good memory of how we cheated death itself.
Greybor nods to you politely. As always, wisps of sweet smoke rise from his pipe. Can I help you, Commander? Have you decided what you're going to do after we win the war? I'll be on the road again. This time, though, I will not go to realms unknown, but will instead return to the place I once called home. I hope Mora can forgive me for leaving her alone so long. Well, sweet. Gets him to return to his family.
That is not far.
Let's go grab Camellia and head to Kenabres. Oh wait, we have items. Alright, so Battle Physical Perfection. Who could use that? So it really just gives him Constitution, which he doesn't really need, so I think this is still the better option. What does she have? I need to use more scrolls with her. I have all this stuff for her to use scrolls, and I just keep forgetting to do it. I mean, it might be time for Bismuth to get an upgrade. Not that he's going to keep it equipped. Would be nice if he did, though. There you go. We can throw our companions real quick and see if anyone needs something new equipped. He already has +5s, right? Only a +4. Congratulations. Congratulations. Alright. Not super worried about most of this. Oh wait, we have unique stuff to look at too. We got a Ring of Chaos. This ring grants its wearer a +4 deflection bonus to armor class and a continuous freedom of movement spell effect. Only chaotic characters can equip it. I'm neutral. I'm supposed to be chaotic good, but I'm currently neutral good. Yeah, we'll give that to her instead. Then Fiery Spellweaver. This +5 Flaming Burst Quarterstaff grants its wearer a +1 bonus to caster level, a +4 bonus on checks made to overcome spell resistance, and a +15 competence bonus on use magic device skill checks. I keep forgetting to swap to this. I should be swapping between this and this one whenever I cast illusion spells. Now, as for the Quarterstaff of the War Mage, that gives me a +2 to the DC for all saving throws against spells that the wielder casts. Grants the wielder a +4 bonus to caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance. I don't really care about the +5 to use magic device. Fiery Spellweaver gives you just a flat +1 bonus to caster level. It doesn't have a requirement like the other one does, where it's just made to overcome spell resistance. And a +4 bonus on checks made to overcome spell resistance, which is separate from the caster level. I don't know which one's better. I think just the flat +1 bonus to caster level is better. I mean, the new Quarterstaff is a better melee weapon. If I was using it for that purpose, it would win out. You know what? We'll just keep all of them. Problem solved. Camellia, Sela. I think we'll just leave Lan out of this one. Okay, let's see. Gonna take out this army, and then we'll begin our march towards... march towards Kenabres. There we go. I was trying to say Dresden, but we're currently in Dresden, so that doesn't make sense. Alright, let's take out this army. They're chaotic evil. Go ahead and smite them. Alright, another easy victory. A group of renegades, who tossed away the Crusaders' oaths and bent their knee before demons, fought fiercely till the very end. They knew that there would be no mercy for them. Nearby, soldiers had found a rich gold mine packed with slaves. That's what demons used to buy the loyalty of former Aimede's warriors. A hole in the ground, full of shiny metal. I'll loop around here. Pick up this army on the way through. It'll probably be faster to go this way. Alright, we can start heading towards Kenabres. What does she have here? She still has charges of unrelenting assault? That's a pretty scary army. I might wait till these are off cooldown to take that on. I don't know if I have the damage to take out those units before they get to me. I mean, they are just flies, but that's a ton of flies. And I don't know if we fought any Uliadrus in the Crusade, so I don't know how tough they're going to be. I wonder if I can go around that army and do these two level 8 armies instead. No, it's going to take me straight to it. Maybe it's worth crossing here, if we can, and then coming up north. Taking out these two armies, and we'll just leave that one for right now and come back to it later. We'll try that instead. Alright, so I think I'm going to call the episode here. And the next one we'll continue our march towards Kenabres. Normally I do that off camera, but since we have the Crusade going on as well, every day we can move this and we'll do more Crusade battles as we move this way. Also, hopefully we run across the Skeletal Merchant. We can look at the rest of his new merchandise. Yeah, we'll just keep knocking out these companion quests one at a time. Camellia's next, and we'll probably do Embers and Regals, because I think they're the closest to Dresden. Yeah, there's Regals. There's Dresden. Here's Embers. I think Darren's is... yeah, all the way down here. Why do you pick this spot for the trap? Like, why not closer to, you know, anything else? We also have this to do. So I'll probably do that before I head south. So we'll do like Ember and Regal's quests, Dragon Burial Ground, and then we'll head southish. Yeah, a lot to do. It's exciting. Don't really have to pick a direction, because whichever direction I go in, there's something else to do. Alright, I'm going to call it here for now. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.